Alright, I think we are live. Hello everyone. My name is Endy, and I am going to play a very well-known NES platformer called DuckTales. I haven't played this... I haven't been able to practice that much because I had an incident a week ago where I hurt my back, so it's very hard for me to sit and play, but I'm gonna do my best. So we're not gonna... Well, there might have been a couple of donations my good friend Nordic wanted to read before we started the run, I think.
Thanks, Endy. Yeah, we had a couple come in for TMR right at the end. We got $10 from Boatnik, who just says, TMR, TMR, TMR. Thanks, ESA, for a great marathon. And thank you, Boatnik, for that. And we also had $10 from Ryan38, just saying, TMR, your shirt is amazing. Well, thank you for that as well, Ryan. And now, without further ado, Endy, I'll leave it to you to take it away, man.
Thank you. Alright, so timer is gonna start basically when you see the character appearing on the moon stage. So without further ado, we're gonna reset the game and start up. So I can basically do a countdown. It's gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're starting off with the moon stage in this game. The main reason being it has some of the worst trick heavy, and it's also some of the worst RNG in the game. So let's see what we can do here. Ooh, we got the Octopi jump. Ooh, we got the skip. Alright. So you're supposed to... the non-speedrun route, you go around the entire spaceship and collect stuff for Gizmo Duck's suit and remote control and whatever, but in the speedrun we just skip the wall, basically. Well, there's a bit more to it than that. You have to be in iframes, and I can't really explain the technical details behind it in a short run, but just trust me when I say it's not super hard, but it's not super easy either. So now we're gonna go to Transylvania, actually. Here we have Magic at a Spell at the end of the boss fight, and the reason we're going this stage, at least I am going this stage second. You can basically play the stages in the order you choose. But this Magica fight has a lot of RNG. In a marathon run it doesn't really matter, I guess, so I could have picked any stage order I would have liked here, but I'm just doing what I'm used to in the regular speedrun. She can basically fly at 3 different heights, and if she decides to do the high route, it's gonna be bad. And yes, of course she did. Okay, wow, she decided to come down at least. So it's not... It could have been worse. It could definitely have been worse. I think it's kind of interesting. I played this game for countless marathons, and I think that she always goes high. It's just pure marathon luck. It's incredible. Anyway, now on to the Amazon stage. This one is probably the most technical stage in the game when it comes to small optimizations. We're gonna see if we can... There's a very dangerous skip coming up. Okay, that's not what I was intending to do, but it's fine. Okay, whatever. There's a dangerous skip coming up here in the next screen. Nice, we got the B-Pogo. If I fail this skip, I'm gonna lose like 40 seconds. If I make it, I gain 1.5. We made it. Okay. People always say, okay, we're gonna do a marathon run, don't do anything unsafe that will cost us a lot of time. So I think 1.5 seconds is definitely worth going for. Even if you risk losing 45, right? I did count that. I did count that in the estimate. So, maybe we should talk about some of the mechanics. You can see the boss fights here. If you notice, especially in the rat fight I did earlier, it was more noticeable there, but basically if you don't move horizontally when you are pogoing and you're on your way down, then the bosses, you're basically invincible, even if even if the bosses are on top of you, you're basically invincible. But it has to be those specific conditions. But you can, when you learn the game, you can kind of adapt to every boss pattern in order to finish them off as quick as possible. Of course, there's a lot of, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of RNG in the game. Like, if you're gonna play this in a world record level, you will need the best possible patterns from every boss fight that matters, which is basically the Rat and Magicka, and to some extent the Sentinel fights. Since they both have like 50 different variations of patterns, it's a very tedious grind if you're gonna go for a really low time. This guy here, you can notice that I try to hit him right before he goes into his rolling animation. That actually speeds up the rolling animation and makes the fight around a half second faster than if I would hit him in a different timing. It's one of those very subtle time saves that you don't really know. You don't know it's there if you don't know it's there. And this game is very, very optimized overall. I've had plenty of world records during my years, and this is still the one that I am the most proud of, definitely. And the current world record stands at 707.92, which is, we're not gonna get close to that today because basically, well, partly I'm a bit rusty and partly I haven't gotten the perfect RNG, but I think we've done the best so far, but with the hand we were dealt, so we're doing okay. Himalayas stage, there's some randomness to this boss, but there's nothing that really matters time-wise, because we can handle both patterns equally fast. Unless I do an executional mistake, of course, which I did, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it was a bit annoying. Missed one hit, so we lost like 3 seconds, but it's fine. So now for the final part of the game. We are, for the third time in the game, going to Transylvania. We're gonna fight Dracula Duck, or Duckula Duck maybe, it depends on if you check the manual or the text or whatever, it says it a bit different. So basically we're gonna... also Flintheart Gloomgold has teamed up with Magicka and Dracula Duck, and everyone is up against us, but we basically just need to beat Dracula. The final trick of the run here is gonna be interesting. It's always amazing when you get it in a marathon run. There is a 30% chance we will get the correct spawn on the final hit, which will allow us to... We're gonna try to get a bat boost from one of his bats to reach... you're gonna see if I get it. Let's hope for a right side spawn here. Nope, we didn't get it, sadly. Okay, so the idea there, if it would have spawned on the right side, I would have been able to use one of his bats to get a higher positioning on the screen when the text box appeared. Time is coming up shortly, and time. On my end, I got a 7:19. That is a good marathon run. I'm really happy with... My back is killing me. I'm really happy with that. That's good. Considering I wasn't able to prepare properly for this run, I'm really happy with that time, I have to say. I'm sorry if I was rambling a bit during the... As I said, a lot of not being prepared here. Hopefully I will be able to prepare better for my Mega Man run, which I have on Saturday. So I hope you will tune in for that as well. And I also hope you will keep watching this amazing marathon. And for the good cause and everything. And yeah, I'm actually gonna go and lie down probably. I'm hurting a bit, even if it doesn't show that much. So thank you everyone for the support. Thank you for the GGs everyone, and hopefully you will see me in better shape on Saturday. Take it away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, thank you so very much, Endy. Just real quick before we go, we've got a couple donations. We've got $20 from Anonymous. It says literally, "Thanks for fighting through the pain to do this run, Endy," and we thank you so much for that. We've got $50 from Kim. It says, "Love these events, and I want to wish Endy and all the other runners good luck." And thank you so very much, Kim. That's a very generous donation. We also have another $50 from Kinsareth saying, "Donating double duty, helping a great cause, and hoping to remind everyone of one of the most cursed games in history during DKC 100% by choosing Conquer." So that went towards Diddy Kong Racing to put Conquer behind the wheel for that game a little bit later on in the marathon. Anyway, Endy, go, relax. Thank you so much for fighting through the pain. We are going to take a brief intermission, and we'll be back before you know it.
Thank you for having me. See you later.